Hope by Emily Bronte, 1818 to 1848. Hope was but a timid friend. She sat without my grated den, watching how my fate would tend, even as selfish-hearted men. She was cruel in her fear. Through the bars one dreary day I looked out to see her there, and she turned her face away. Like a false guard, false watch keeping, still in strife, she whispered peace. She would sing while I was weeping. If I listened, she would cease. False she was and unrelenting. When my last joy strewed the ground, even sorrow saw repenting those sad relics scattered round. Hope, whose whisper would have given balm to all that frenzied pain, stretched her wings and soared to heaven, went, and ne'er returned again. Okay, so this poem is about hope. Yeah, this is Emily Bronte's view of hope, or what hope is. Emily Bronte is best known for her only novel, Wuthering Heights. Okay, so let's see. Hope was but a timid friend. So timid meaning shy. So here we've got a metaphor saying that hope is a shy friend, somebody who'd like to help you, but maybe they're a bit shy about doing it, and they don't act. Should I act? Shouldn't I? Ooh. She. So here hope is personified as she. So hope sat outside my grated den. So a den is the place where an animal lives. And grated here, I think it's got a grate, it's got bars. So she sat outside my prison, if you like. Yeah, she sat outside my life, close so that that hope could see, watching how my fate would tend, even as selfish-hearted men. So hope was just watching to see what would happen to me. Yeah, and here may be a simile, like a selfish-hearted person, somebody who's always interested in what is the best for them. So fate is just selfishly enjoying herself watching Emily Bronte sitting there and how her life is going. But this gives the feeling that hope doesn't really intervene. She was cruel in her fear. Okay, so this is saying that hope was cruel. If you don't have hope, then your fears are much worse. So again, I think hope is not really as helpful as Emily Bronte wishes she would be. Through the prison bars, through the bars of my life, or the separation between her and hope, one dreary, one boring day, I looked out to see her there, and she turned her face away. So here I get the feeling that Emily Bronte's looking to hope for some consolation to make her feel better about something. Yeah, there's always hope. But hope turned its face away. It didn't look at her. Hope wasn't going to help her. Like a false guard, false keeping watch. False watch keeping. Okay, so this is talking about false hopes. And I think this is a criticism of hope, that very often hope gives us false hopes that are totally unrealistic. Still, in strife she whispered peace. So I think this still is saying however. However, in in problematic times, when things were really bad, Hope would whisper peace. And she would sing while I was weeping. So while I was crying because things were really bad, then Hope would sing. Yeah, so Hope does help at times in the worst moments. There are moments when things are really, really bad, and Hope does intervene. But if I listened, she would cease. So Hope's singing, but if I listen to Hope, then Hope disappears. So I think this is saying Hope is only for extreme situations. And also this bit, if I listened, she would cease. It gives me the idea of Hope being this shy, timid friend who doesn't like to be heard, who doesn't like to be watched. Yeah, so when you're not thinking about Hope, then maybe you do have a little bit of hope deep down inside. But when you actually think about it, then it disappears. False she was, and unrelenting. So my hopes turned out to be false hopes. And unrelenting, to relent means to stop. So I got one false hope after another, and the hopes that I got were always false hopes. Yeah, and Hope never stopped giving me false hopes. When my last joy strewed the ground, even sorrow saw repenting, those sad relics scattered round. So strewed means thrown everywhere. So when the last things that made me happy were thrown everywhere, broken on the ground, and even sorrow, here we have a personification of sorrow. Sorrow looked at the situation and felt bad about it. To see those sad relics, these sad things that were her joys, thrown everywhere, broken on the ground. So even when sorrow felt a bit guilty about the situation, Hope didn't come to her rescue. Hope, whose whisper would have given balm to all that frenzied pain. So Hope, who could have helped, who could have made me feel better, who could have given balm, could have given relief. So a balm is a relief of pain. Yeah, so Hope could have helped that pain feel better. But Hope didn't come. Hope stayed away, unrelenting. Hope stretched her wings and soared to heaven. So Hope just flew away, went, and never returned again. So, yeah, I think this is saying that she stopped hoping for things because she feels that hope is unrealistic. I think maybe when she was younger, hope was something she was much more familiar with. But now she realizes that hope is not realistic. It's just a false friend. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hope by Emily Bronte.